It's 3:34 and I don't need no more.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing okay. I hope everyone is looking after themselves. I hope you guys have just had a great beginning to the summer. Today I am here to do like a life update slash Q&A type of situation. It's been a very long time since I've sat here and just, you know, did a thing with you guys. Lots of stuff have happened in between, so I'm just gonna catch you guys up, bring you to speed. If you follow me on Instagram, then you will more or less be up to speed. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, I think you should. It's gonna come up here so you guys can just relocate yourself to my Instagram, because I'm very active on Instagram, even though I'll be working a full-time job. Okay, so if you want to be seeing what I'm doing day to day, the fits I'm posting in real time, the makeup I'm wearing in real time, then I suggest you follow me on Instagram. Okay, because you know, YouTube these days, it's like a love-hate relationship. Like, we're here some days and then some days we're not, but we are here, but like sometimes we're not, you know. Anyway, Sha, let's just get into it. If you're wondering about my hair, I've got a video out on this hair already, so I would suggest you go back to my previous video. I'm actually going to slap a headscarf on just to make it a little piece flat. I've completely forgotten what it's like to have leave out, so I'm so used to like doing a frontal. I'm like, how did they do our hair when we used to go to the salon? I used to have a salon around my house called Beyonce, and that salon, yeah, £25 for a sew-in. All right, and that hair will be flat. Okay, but this is kinky straight, so I'm not expecting it to be flat, but what I want to be flat is my actual leave out. I don't want it to be fume, so I'm gonna put a headscarf on top just whilst I'm doing my makeup. Please don't leave a dent in this hair, because I'm not putting no more heat in this hair. I know that's right. It's really a full circle moment, because I haven't had leave out since I was 17. Okay then. And me and Mocha, we've been talking about how frontals, they do not love our scalps. They do not love your edges. They do not love anything other than to be a nuisance. So I don't even know if I've like really tied this down properly, but we'll manage as long as it's flatter than what it was. All the products that I use, I'll leave them in the description bar down below, so you guys can also, you know, be bad bees as well. That was a very long intro. Wow. You guys know I left my last toxic school, and I've just completed like my first year at this school. Well, it's not even a school, it's a college. So you guys know I teach at a college now, so I'm no longer teaching 11 to 16-year-olds. I'm doing like 16 plus, and it's just such a different dynamic. It's a really different dynamic. It's less stressful, I would say. Like, I feel less stressed at this new place of work, because they actually like care to a degree, even though in my mind I'm like, corporations, because even though it's a school, it is still a business, it's a corporation. They care about us to like an extent, but they don't really care about us, because like inevitably like we're all replaceable. And I think the first lockdown that we had in February, I think that taught me a lot about just how dispensable we all are, and it really made me, it heightened the priority that I have for the things that I enjoy. So yeah, I'm a teacher by profession, but it really made me start looking at, what do I actually enjoy doing in my life? In my life, what do I want to see myself doing the majority of the time? And like, I've just come to the realization that I don't want to be teaching full-time, long-term anymore. Like, I've enjoyed connecting with the kids. I've enjoyed really connecting with like other professionals, but ultimately I don't really feel fulfilled the way I did. And I obviously attribute this to my last place of work. I'm so jaded when it comes to teaching and how we affect our students, that I'm just like, I don't even want to play any parts of this anymore. I really don't. Like, my mental health took a big tumble, and like, it's just been really hard like to recover from that. Like I said, thankfully I'm at a place where they care to a degree, but it's like just not enough for me anymore. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, then you'll know. I don't know why I put that much foundation on my forehead, because that's stupid of me. Those of you that follow me on Instagram, you might will know that I have been dropping content. Like, I've been really consistent. If there's one thing I'm gonna toot my horn about, is my consistency on Instagram. Like, you're gonna get a post from me at least twice a week. That's just that. The last few months I've been going heavy with 4 times a week, you feel me? Yeah, so I've been really consistent with my content creation, and like I said, I'm just turning I'm pivoting more towards things that I enjoy and things that make me feel alive and, you know, fulfill me to some degree. And it's really helped me believe further that that thing in life is always going to change. It's never, teaching was never to be all of my life. And I think I've already said that to you guys for a time. I've already said that, like, even when I was in love with teaching, I was like, yeah, I know I love teaching, but I'm not gonna be here forever. Yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna be here forever. I guess the pandemic just accelerated that process of me coming to a place whereby, you know, I'm just not fulfilled here anymore. You guys always ask me in the DMs on Instagram, how are you juggling content creation and your full-time teaching job? I have no answer for you guys other than I really enjoy this, so I'm just gonna make it work. It definitely does help that I live alone at the moment, so I've just got a lot of space to create content. I don't really have to tiptoe around anyone unless it's myself or my partner who's always here. I really like this foundation. This foundation is full coverage, but that's what she needs to do. I'm just using the TooFaced foundation brush as well. It's nice and dense. I don't know how I've made it work. I'm gonna say it's God, because I'm not a lazy person, but if things like really start to stress me out, I'll just be like, no, I want no parts of it. No, thank you, ma'am. No. And I would say his has been quite stressful, working a full-time teaching job, especially where I'm only doing GCSEs. So last year I was teaching 146, this academic year, sorry, I was teaching 146 GCSE students. So that's 146 papers to mark. And you know, there hasn't been exams, so we have to grade them. Yeah, I don't know how, anyway, it's God. I keep saying I don't know because it can only be God. I also wanted to speak about my journey with Christ. I get questions all the time about this as to why I don't do Christian videos anymore. Simple fact is I just don't want to. I just don't want to. I feel like it's not everything that you want to share online, okay? That's where I've come to when it comes to that. The internet is a very critical place, and I just feel like I don't want to be criticized about anything. I'm gonna work out my salvation in private by myself. That does not mean that I don't love God. That does not mean that I'm not proud to be a Christian. It just means these are just the things I am mad protective over. I realized, like, now looking back at my old videos that I used to do, that I just feel differently about different things. And I think that comes with growth. I think that comes with going through certain experiences as well. And more than anything, like, I'm so self-assured in my relationship with God that I'm definitely not about to put content out here and then have someone tell me, well, no, that's not what God said. No, this is what the Bible says concerning this. I really just don't need that, and I really don't care to engage in those kind of conversations. So yeah, you man will see on Instagram sometimes, like, I'll be posting my devotions and whatnot, but that's something I choose to work on in silence. Like, I don't, not in silence, I guess, because I still talk in my vlogs every once in a while. I'll talk about my relationship with God and like what I've been reading in the Bible recently. But as for sitting down talking about like the intimate parts of my relationship with Christ, I'm not gonna do that no more, okay? I'm just not. And I want you guys also to get to a place whereby you don't need Christian influencers to assure you on your walk with God. Like, if you need support in your walk with God, that's what you have your friends for. That's what you have your family for. That's what you have your church for. Yes, of course, it's nice to have Christian influencers that encourage us from afar. The same way we have fashion influencers that encourage us in our journey with fashion. However, you cannot force someone to talk about things that they don't want to talk about, okay? And all you man that keep asking about celibacy journey, why y'all care what my be doing? I mean this in the nicest way possible, but I do not be going on, when I was just like a regular subscriber before I started YouTube or Instagram, I wasn't going on my favorite Christian influencers pages and saying, what that do? You man are having sex. No, I don't do that because it's not my business. You need to check yourself. Yeah, you need to check yourself if you are more concerned about what somebody else's genitalia is getting up to than how you're gonna keep your own genitalia in check with God. Yeah, it doesn't matter what I be doing, okay? Like, when I get to heaven, it's gonna be me and God alone. When you get to heaven, it's gonna be you and God alone, okay? That's the last time I'm gonna speak about this. If you see a Christian video, wow, great. If you don't, well, great, it's the same, okay? The rate at which I'm investing in myself has, I don't even know, it's just, I don't think I ever invested in myself as much as I am right now. And when I say that, I'm talking about like investing in my body and how I look and how I feel and like my mental, like investing in the things that help keep me grounded, essentially. I don't know if it's because like in my mind I'm like, well, I'm gonna be a content creator, so I need to look after me, or it's just seeing people around me get older and like really realizing like the things that my body could do before, girl, you can't do those things no more. The things that my mind could endure before, girl, you can't do those things no more. And really being honest with that. I don't know if just before I turned 25, me and Lexus, if you don't follow her on here, Lexus C, like we had a really big conversation about clocking this new age and what it means and what it feels like. And I kid you not, guys, every other birthday I'm like, oh no, I feel the same, like nothing's changed. But this birthday I just felt really different. The run up to it was very quiet. I had a lot of time to think about things, and then like post birthday, shit started happening, like shit that meant my life had to be rearranged kind of stuff, that kind of shit. Yeah, that's the kind of shit that started happening straight after I turned 25. So I was forced to pick up the tools that I had paid for, that I had invested in myself with. I had to use those tools to kind of like get a hold of my life again. And I think for me, certain things had to happen so that I could look back at myself and say, wow, I've actually really made progress. Because some of the actions that I took during this time, I don't think I would have ever took those things had I not invested in myself. So like, investing in yourself is crucial. Yes, therapy is expensive. If you can get support somehow, somewhere, please do. But aside from that, like, life has been pretty okay. Should we get on to the questions? So what do you do when your confidence is lacking, especially in the world of Instagram? I think you guys think I'm a very confident person, but I'm here to tell you that I am not that much of a confident person, and I am very much faking it till I make it. I am doing lots of affirmations at the moment, because sometimes my mind really be lying to me and telling me the opposite thing. So I can only share with you what like I do in the very frequent moments where I don't feel confident. Lots and lots of affirmations. When I get these horrible feelings that I'm not that chick, I have to counter that lie with the truth, which is I am that chick. When I get those moments where I'm like, oh, I'm so chubby, I'm so fat, I have to counter that lie with the truth, which is you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are a bad bee. I call myself a bad bee for a reason, you know what I mean? Like, I'm actually there. I don't care what society's idea of a bad bee is, but because I know that bad beeism, yeah, that is a feeling. It is not an aesthetic, it is a feeling, yeah? And that feeling of bad beeism is no one can tell me shit. Yeah, you have to not care about what people, you have to not care. That's one thing I'm learning a lot. Like I care, but we should care to a degree as well. Like you'll care what your parents think, you'll care what your family think, your friends think, because they are like the people that you hold as and regard as important in your life. But what they think should never trump what you think of yourself. So when I don't feel confident, I help myself. I feel very lucky to be surrounded by like friends and family that will hype me for me when I don't have the energy to hype myself. So like my boyfriend, he's gonna hype me. He is gonna even sometimes I'll be saying, no, you have to say this because you're my boyfriend. No, he will actually hype me. My best friends, that man will hype me. Yeah, and they always tell me like, you need to rate yourself more because you're actually that bitch. So yeah, get you some people that believe in your source. What is your diet and exercise plan? You look amazing as always. Thanks, boo. I don't currently have, well, that's a lie. I was gonna lie. I was gonna say something that is the truth, but it's a lie. So, you guys know that I did keto from like October, and I did it for long, which meant like I got slim quick, but I stayed slim for some time I stayed slim for the whole second lockdown, which I was mad proud of, because the first lockdown, oh guys, I got fat. Well, I got big. I really got big. I really got big. So the fact that I was able to like maintain my weight throughout the second lockdown made me really happy and proud of myself. Like I proved to myself for once, like my narrative isn't just gain weight, eat, gain weight, eat, gain weight. That isn't my narrative, and like that really helped me mentally. And then like we got to my birthday, and then like shit fell apart. Shit really fell apart. I really tried to maintain like my keto energy, but there's something about like tasting sugar and carbs all over again and indulging in them for an extended period of time and then like not being able to regain control. So even right now, as you see me now, like I'm trying to regain control. I'm trying to regain control. Right now, like I'm just going for balance. So I have carbs sometimes, but majority of the time like I don't have carbohydrates. That includes sugar as well, not because I'm not supposed to, just because I don't want to. And I actually enjoyed the keto diet, but however, if my body's like, oh, I need bread, I'm gonna eat the bread. I'm not gonna kill myself. So I'm really going back towards a model of balance. So yeah, I gained a little bit of weight, but I didn't give a heck. I'm trying not to give a heck. I do exercise though. I've gone back to the gym. One of the reasons why I introduced carbohydrates back into my diet again is because I'm going back to the gym to lift. And there was one day I went whilst I was on keto and I tried to lift the weight and I started getting dizzy, and I said, no, this is madness. So because of skinny legend, I should not have sugar in my diet again, or I should have the minimal amount of sugar in my diet. I want to lift weight. I want this bunda to bunda. You understand? And I can't do that if I don't have energy to lift those weights. How do you come up with ideas for content? I love you. I love you too. I just brainstorm. Like I really try and like brainstorm. I'm really intentional about the content I put out. So I'm thinking about like, does it fit me? Does it fit in with like what I do, my vibe? And sometimes it's just about like trying things that you feel on the inside and like just being like, oh, I'm gonna post it anyway. Because I used to be, some of the rules that did well, most of the rules that did well, before I posted it, before I posted most of them, I've always said to my sister, I don't want to post this because I feel like I look silly. People bondage. You have to like just try things that you think that you like sometimes and see where they stick. It's like a weird like in between. Like you shouldn't care what people say, but also like you should take into consideration what people say based on like the content you put out, because you don't just want to be putting out content that everyone's like, boo, we hate this content that's making you lose followers. Sometimes, you know, some form of consensus, and as cringe as it looks, like people will enjoy it when I'm dancing and changing my clothes, and to be frank, I enjoy it as well. I'm just trying my luck with bare stuff, and if it sticks, it sticks, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. But really and truly, all you need is one. What's your main source of fashion inspo? Name and shame your favorite page. I mean, like a lot of my friends are content creators, not because they're content creators, but because like we were friends and then like they blew up. So I get like a lot of inspiration from them. I am still in the process of like finding my own fashion sense. So I just be trying stuff, I can't lie. I just be putting things together. If I like it, it bangs. Great, I like it. If it doesn't, then like it doesn't, like then that's that. But I don't think I have like one particular sense of fashion. Like I think I'll be trying different things and seeing what sticks. It's genuinely just seeing what sticks. But isn't that what fashion is about? Fashion is about exploring and trying things, and that sounds so cliche. I just get inspiration from everybody. Your faves are probably my faves as well. But also I can't lie, I'm into BBL fashion. Like I'm gonna wear that top that's got 6 holes on it, yeah. So it's like a little bit of both. Like I've got some take me home to your mum fashion, but I'm like, yeah, kind of fashion too, you know? I'm gonna finish this makeup up really quickly because I've only got lashes left to do. Yeah. Now it matches my lip gloss. I've already set my face. I'm gonna take this off. Please don't be dented. Of course it's gonna be dented. Oh, I'm just gonna like flat comb, hot comb. No, I'm not. I'm gonna just bang in my straighteners just here to get rid of that ridge. But I'm loving it. It's the kinky straight for me. I hope you guys liked this video and you enjoyed it to some degree. I hope your questions were answered as well, and I hope you guys are now caught up with what's been going on in my life. Like I said, if you haven't been following me on Instagram, then I suggest you do, because I'm very, very active on Instagram. Have a great week. I'll see you guys soon for another video. Bye.